everybody, and welcome back to my channel as always. So for today's video, obviously Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and if you've been following me, I definitely love my crazy, boisterous, obnoxious makeup looks. However, I understand not every single person wants to wear that. So I decided to tone down my look, and I wanted to show you guys how to create more of a natural Valentine's Day makeup. Obviously it's more natural, but it's still a little bit on the glam side. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of both. After this video, I will link it down below once the next video is actually uploaded, hopefully like tomorrow or the next day. But I'm going to show you guys how to take this exact look and build on top of it. So let's just say if you wanted to wear this during the day and then you had a date at night and you didn't have time to, take off all your makeup, you just needed to build on top of it. Let me show you how. Again, that will be in the next video. So if you guys want to know how I created this super natural, well, somewhat natural Valentine's Day glam look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so per usual, I'm starting off with the Louise base in color 0, which is their pure white one. And I will say, after doing this eye, I kind of wish I used more of a natural color base. So you can use like your own concealer, you could use foundation, whatever it may be. The only reason why I'm saying that is because the white, as you guys can see, I'm bringing it all the way up to my brow bone. And if you follow me, you know that my makeup looks are typically very bold. So doing an eyeshadow look that the eyeshadow itself ends like right up here, I had all of this whiteness from the eyeshadow base. So again, if you are going to do a very natural look, I would recommend doing like concealer or just an eyeshadow base that matches your skin color. But if you do use white, like I'm using, I will show you how to properly correct it and blend it into your skin. So now that we have our eyeshadow base on, I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics palette 1991. So I'm using a flat brush, and the very first color I'm going to go into is Pixie, which is, it's kind of like an iridescent yellowy gold white. That makes sense. Pixie. And literally using a flat brush, and I'm just packing this into my inner corner. Literally just press. That's it. Press, press, nothing crazy. Just to at least get the color on. Then I'm literally just taking it, wiping the excess off on my hand, going into Lullaby, which is this beautiful gold pink reflex, and I'm just applying this right next to that. And I will say the beautiful thing about shimmer shadows are you really don't need to be nice with them. Like, you could just be as messy as you want because they blend out so easily compared to a matte eyeshadow. So again, still using just the same flat brush, and I'm even kind of overlapping that gold and then bringing it up into my crease. Not too high. Typically, when I wear my personal makeup, I will bring the eyeshadow up to my brow bone. But because this is going to be a more toned down natural look, I don't want to bring it up too high. Now, this is where I've noticed in the past a lot of people get confused between their eyelid fold versus the actual crease. The crease of your eye is where your eyeball actually ends. The fold, where your eyelid folds, for me, luckily, it folds right in my crease. Other people, it does not fold. For example, Asian eyes. Asian eyes are very, very hooded. Since their eyelid fold is pretty much at their lash line, that does not mean that is their crease. Again, your crease is literally where your eyeball ends. So the easiest way to tell is to kind of tilt your head back, and you should be able to look down and see kind of the hump where your eyelid, or I'm sorry, where your eyeball ends. And even if you take a brush and you kind of feel, like right in here, you can, I know this is very, very unflattering, but you can see right here, if I push really hard, it's lifting my eyelid. This is where my eyeball ends. I could feel it. So this right here is my crease. So I'm only bringing it up to my crease. And again, you can already see right in here between the gold and the pink, it blended just because the shimmer shadows are so similar and they just blend so beautifully. So we're done with the flat brush. We're going to move to a fluffier brush, and we're going to dip in to the color Safe Word. This one's more, I would say, kind of a, not a cooler brown, but more of a neutral brown. It's not cool toned, it's not warm toned, it's just kind of in the middle. So I'm taking a fluffy brush, and I'm just starting to kind of scrub. You can see I'm just going up, down, up, down, up, down. So once I get the color on, one of the things you want to make sure is where your natural under lash line is. You want to take the brush, and if you were to just follow it this way, your eyeshadow should come right here. So it should not come lower, it shouldn't come higher. So if you go upper, it's not the end of the world, because what you're going to do is you're just going to create kind of an uplifted eye. But if you are following this and you go a little bit lower, this is what I like to call the Miss Piggy effect. If you guys have ever seen Miss Piggy, her eyes are very downturned, and what happens is the eyeshadow starts coming lower than your actual lash line, and it starts drooping your eyelid down. Now that we have our marks here, let's go ahead. I'm not even picking up any more eyeshadow. I'm literally just taking whatever is left on the brush, and I'm doing circular motions going inwards and then also outwards, just to, because you can see it's a little bit blotchy. It's a little blotchy. Could be blended a little bit better, so that's why I want to use these circular motions. Going in both directions just because I feel like it needs it. If you want to bring your eyeshadow further out, obviously do circular motions outwards. If you want to bring the eyeshadow up and in, do circular motions this way. But anyway, so I'm just going to blend this until I like it. Looking at the other eye, I can tell the other eyeshadow is a little bit darker, so I'm just going to tap literally one time, knock off the excess just in case, and then go back in. And again, I stress this in every single video, if you feel like you are too heavy-handed, don't hold your makeup brush here. Move it to the very end, and it will help so much loosen the grip. And I will do that all the time when I can tell I'm just way too heavy on my own face. Okay, and then the very last thing when it comes to eyeshadow shape, I like to bring mine up and to a point, and that is called tapered. If, again, this all depends on your eye shape, I would first start doing a rounded one. So instead of bringing it up and kind of pointed, I would keep it more rounded, which is like this one. If you're looking at it and you just absolutely do not like the rounded shape, all you have to do is take, again, whatever is left over on your brush, pull, stamp, pull, stamp, pull, stamp, and just bring it out. Don't have to pick up any more product, just move the eyeshadow itself. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do for actual eyeshadow is I'm just going to take that Safe Word, which was the darker brown that we put on the outer corner, and I'm just going to very, very lightly smoke this on my lower lash line. And so when I say very lightly, like, can you even see? Maybe there's a little bit. Very lightly. The only reason why I'm doing that, and again, if you don't like bringing eyeshadow down onto your lower lash line, don't. But I will say, especially if you're using a darker color, it doesn't hurt to at least bring it just right down in here and just kind of flick it out into nothing. That way it just kind of creates just a whole unity of the eyeshadow itself, so you're not just stopping it right here. But again, if you don't like it, don't do it. All right, so last but not least, remember in the beginning of this video when I said all of this white obviously does not blend in with my skin very well, and I was going to show you how to correct it? Here we go. So I'm dipping into the color Afterlife, and you can tell it's a very like pale yellow, but honestly I'm gonna dip into this one too, both of these, because this one's way too light for my skin. This one's obviously way too dark, but I'm just going to dip in between the two and just use a fluffy brush and just very lightly kind of fill that in, and you can already see it took down a lot of that whiteness. And then I'm just gonna go back into that first color we used, Pixie, which is like the golden yellow, and just apply that a little bit. Oh my god, I applied it way too much. I guess we'll just bring that through my brow, but now I feel like I need to do it on the other side. So this is pretty much it for the actual eyeshadow. So when it comes to doing my lashes and eyeliner, I actually did not put any eyeliner on. What I did was, it's called tight lining. So all you're doing is you're taking a very small angled brush or a flat brush or whatever, and you're not necessarily drawing eyeliner on. You're just taking an eyeshadow color that's darker and you're just pressing it into the lash line. This is really great for people who don't want to wear eyeliner, but maybe want to wear false eyelashes, or even if you don't want to wear false eyelashes, but you want your lashes to look a lot thicker. Tight lining helps so much create that illusion. So I'm actually going to use a dark brown just because, again, I want to stick with all of the colors that are in this palette. And again, you can use gray, you can use black, you can use dark brown, you can use literally whatever color you want. So I'm going into this dark brown called Bad Liar. And I'm using a very small angled brush. Starting from the outer corner, I'm literally just pressing this eyeshadow in. So it's not really going to show up as like a line, but it's going to show up as in depth, if that makes sense. So again, just press, press, press. And I'm even going all the way to the inner corner just to kind of tie it in. And then what I like to do, since the dark eyeshadow that I'm using is pretty similar to the one that we used on the outer corner, I'm actually going to take my brush and kind of do just a little wing, but it doesn't have to be perfect, because if you don't know how to do a wing, just literally slap it on. Slap anything on. You can just take it, whatever. It does not have to be a wing. And then what I like to do is go back in with my fluffy brush, since again, it's all powder, so it can still move. And I'll take the wing that I made and literally just buff it into the outer corner of my shadow. And it's not really like a wing, it's just kind of like a blended wing. So that way, again, if you're not good at doing wings, you can just do a blended wing. Blend it up, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know, trust me. All right, you guys, so this is literally it for the eyeshadow. So the lashes I'm going to use, they're a little flat, so I actually like to take them through my eyelash curler, and I start at the ends and then just kind of work them through and just keep working them through until they're nice. Oh my God, they just got stuck. Anyways, until they're nice and curled. So I just did my lashes, and of course, I got so much mascara on my eyeshadow. Really great learning lesson. Greatest advice, let it dry. Do not touch it. Let it dry, and I will show you how to fix it in a few minutes. I'm going to take a spoolie, literally, very gently, just take it, and it should just flick right off. Just like that. Alright, so I already contoured my face, nothing crazy. I'm going to go in with this Jordana Cosmetics blush. And it's more of a cool tone blush, which I kind of wanted to keep for this look. I'm not going to go too crazy because, again, this is going to be more of a natural look. But just to add a little bit of flush to the cheeks. And then for highlighter, again, I don't want to go super crazy. I just want this to be super subtle. So I'm going in. This is, I honestly don't know what like this palette is called. It's by Too Faced. It's a half of a watermelon. They also sell the other half. But this one's just like the blush highlighter duo or triple or whatever. I don't know what the name of it is. Anyways, I'm just going into the highlighter color. And this one is like ridiculously subtle. So literally just boop, just a little something. Just for a little bit of a glow. All right, you guys, and here is the final and finished look. What do you think? I'm not used to seeing myself looking like this, so let me know what you guys think. But again, thank you so much for watching. As always, I will put all of the products and everything down in the description box per usual. So I'm actually going to make another video right after this, and it's going to be taking this exact look and bumping it up to a little bit more glam, a little bit more voom. Not that this obviously is not glam, but again, if you, let's just say, wanted to wear this as a day look and then you wanted to go out at night, the next video will show you exactly how to bump it up on top of this exact makeup. So again, thank you so much for watching, and all right, until the next one, bye!